in. For who hath despised the day of small things? For they shall rejoice, and shall see the plummet in the land of Zerubbabel, with those 7. They are the eyes of the Lord, which run to and fro through the whole earth. The ideal of having a marker of distinction that represent people of African descent at International General Headquarters was brought to the Black Ministries Advisory Committee by Bishop J. Lee Pugh, senior pastor of the 5th Street Church of God, West Palm Beach, Florida. A member also of the Black Ministries Advisory Committee. Dr. David Roebuck and Historical Commission recommend approval to Dr. J. David Stevens, Second Assistant General Overseer, who received final approval from the International Executive Committee upon his request. Now, hewed out of a rock from Elberton, Georgia, a memorial marker in honor of Reverends Edmond and Rebecca Barr. Dr. Wallace J. Sibley, 3rd Assistant General Overseer, born and raised also in Georgia, whose ministry began over 50 years ago in the Church of God, and is the first person of color to serve as a member of the Church of God International Executive Committee, will dedicate today this historical marker. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." I am sure today you can think of so many individuals who inspired you to give your life to Christ and to commit to the journey of serving the Lord. Just take a moment and be reminded of a person or persons that help you to be where you are today. Many toils and snares you had to overcome in order to continue the race. Some have gone on before us to be with the Lord and passed the baton to you and I, but are now a part of the great cloud of witnesses in the stands of victory, cheering and empowering us to continue the faith and to complete the race that is set before us. In my office, and every office I have occupied since high school, a small plaque that reminds me of 12 years of perfect attendance in the public schools. Every time I look at that plaque, I am reminded you did not accomplish such a great task by yourself. Someone prayed, someone encouraged you, someone supported you, empowered you, and strengthened you to accomplish such a great task. Therefore, I'm reminded one of the most powerful lessons I learned from my great-grandparents, family, community, and the church. When you come to the end of your journey, will you have something to say you make a difference about? Did you leave something behind for someone to emulate and to follow afterwards? Today, after almost 105 years, May will be 105 years of history in the International Church of God, Edmond and Rebecca, your life story has a place in history now at the International General Headquarters, here in this prayer plaza, for all to witness and remember the sacrifice you made, and so many others who gave of themselves to communicate to the world that we, the Church of God, is a church united. Our General Overseer is with us today, who will bring greetings. Our Assistant General Overseer, J. Dan Stevens, will also bring the benediction. A General Overseer, Dr. Wallace J. Sibley, will bring the dedicatory address. General Secretary M.M. Probst is also present with us today. Cocoa, Florida Administrative Bishop Wayne C. Solomon will lead the litany of dedication. Tennessee State Representative Kevin Brooks, who could not be here, sends a proclamation to be read by David Robrock from the Commission. Mayor Tom Rollins is here of the city of Cleveland. Vice Mayor Avery Johnson will read the City of Cleveland Proclamation. Church of God historian David Roebuck will read the House Representative Proclamation. Captain retired Carlton L. Cannon Sr., who's a retired combat Marine veteran, will lay the wreath today in honor of the Barr. Members of the International Council of 18, we welcome you. Members of the Church of God Advisory Committee, we welcome you. Historical Commission, we welcome you. Division of Leaders and Staff, my comrades, I welcome you. Black Ministries Advisory Committee members present, James S. McIntyre Sr., James R. Izzard, William H. Golan Sr., Rita Gail Campbell, and J. Lee Pugh, welcome. Participants, we want to thank you, Dr. Stephen Land and Ken Davis, and the faculty of the Pentecost Theological Seminary, Dr. Stella Alexander, Dr. Clifton Clark, Dr. Jewel Rivers, Bishop Bonaparte, Captain Marlene Lucas, Michael Swan, and Brother Pakwa. We welcome you from all parts of this nation. Michael Swan came all the way from Bahamas to be with us today. Special recognition to my wife, who put up with the long hours and the sacrifice to make this place happen today. To Diana Akers and to her executive director, Dr. G. Dennis McGuire, thank you for allowing this coordination to make all of this possible to come together. Mike Kirkpatrick, for your photography. U.S. Commissions, your hands of prayer. David Ray and the Communications Committee, thank you. Cleveland Daily Banner, thank you, as well as news media. Grounds maintenance keepers, you're out here in the cold making sure these grounds were beautiful, and we thank you, you and Brother John. Doug Lancaster and the crew, thank you for the design and the structure of the marker of honoring Edmond and Rebecca Barr. I'll be followed today by Pastor Campbell, who would come with the invocation, and the program will follow as directed in the program. I thank you for the opportunity to serve this great church, executive committee, and for this day honoring Reverends Edmond and Rebecca Barr. To God be the glory for this marker place here in Cleveland, Tennessee, in the International Prayer Plaza.